challenge with alacrity. Dumbly. I make a claim tonight that I am the most lucky man in the room. Not lucky because of winning lotteries or finding coins on the floor, but lucky in a deeper, longer lasting and more life-enriching way. Let me explain. On the 18th of May 1950, I was born. I know I was there. I didn't select my parents, but perhaps that was part of my luck, because they took me home. They brought me up on a farm. More of that later. The luckiest thing, though, was they started to instill in me two passions. A passion for learning and a passion for seeing the good in other people. By the age of 6, these passions had equipped me with some interesting skills. I persuaded a neighbour to teach me to knit from a pattern. It's easier than reading. You only use about half the alphabet and all the words are short, like cable and needle and row. I'd also persuaded one of the farm hands to teach me how to lay an asparagus bed. We dug this trench. It was nearly a foot deep. We put flock and hay at the bottom, and then we mixed soil with real beach sand, because asparagus officinalis like salt and weeds don't. We loved watching those shoots appear, and we banked them up to keep them white. And then we ate those succulent spears at Sunday dinner, and the taste was some compensation for the fetid smell of the urine after digestion. How many of you, talking of food, have ever humanely slaughtered, plucked, gutted, cleaned, stuffed, and then cooked a chicken? 1. 2. I was lucky to have been taught that by my grandmother. And one day at infant school, 7 years old, we had to teach the class a skill lesson. Accompanied by my proud mother, I pulled out a still warm chicken, plopped it on the desk, and proceeded to demonstrate my culinary craft. I still remember the shrill squeals in my ears. And the teacher was not impressed when I said, "Please, miss, it's much messier with a cow." My learning was to take a new move, though. My passion for learning from other people developed. And at the age of 8 on a farm, you're mature. You're allowed to roam. So sure enough, I was allowed to roam and see the real Romanies, an often rejected and maligned group of people. But they were welcome on our farm. They used to come every year and pick the apples in the orchards. So after tea, off I'd go, tramping across the fields. And in the distance you could see the caravans. And as you approached, you could see, you could hear, and you could smell the campfires. They sat round them, telling their stories. They propagated their culture. They stuttered while they did it. And they shared learning amongst each other. It's there that I learnt to cook a hedgehog. It was so exciting. We used to go into the corner of the field and they'd found some clay. We used to dig some up and put it in a big pot. We'd make this slurry. It had the consistency and colour of warm caramel. And we used to dunk the hedgehog in it, like dunking a digestive in milk. And after a while, it was covered. You pull it out, it was like a mini rugby ball. And then you put it in the fire. Psst. After 40 agonising, finger-fiddling, butt-twidgering moments, we could pull it out and we crack it like a coconut. What do you think it tasted like? Chicken! Absolutely! But it's not the culinary learning that was important. What was important was learning from such a diverse group. Over the years, I've acquired so many skills. I can ballroom dance to medal standard, doesn't do your street cred a great deal of good. I can embroider. I created my own jacket for the summer of love, flower power. But it's the important thing is learning from people. And it's no coincidence that I'm here this evening, a proud member of Camberley Speakers. learning from all of you every time I come, a warm and welcoming group of people who share my passion for finding the good in others. Mr. Toastmaster, I'm the luckiest man in the room.